risk is something that I want to focus on in this video. In order to be any successful investor in any form of investment, whether it's the crypto market, the share market, whether it's horse gambling, sport gambling, trading, whatever it may be, you need to be able to manage your risk. If you can't manage your risk, you will not win. So one of the most fundamental concepts when it comes to managing your risk is this concept of hedging. Hedging is a risk management strategy employed to offset losses in an investment by taking an opposite position in a related asset. What the does that mean? Enough of this textbook mumbo jumbo. What I need you to understand is that hedging is either cashing in profit or cashing out a loss. Let's say that again. Hedging is cashing in profit or cashing out a loss. As I said, if you are going to be successful in investing, you need to understand this concept of hedging. Now, for most of you out there, you would have already seen hedging in some form or another already. You know, Sportsbet's cash out feature, that is a concept of hedging. By taking a cash out that Sportsbet offer you, you are guaranteeing profit and you are minimizing loss. I'm going to show you another example now to give you a better understanding of real life examples of when hedging can come into play. But first, I'm going to need a bigger whiteboard. All right, so I've got a bigger whiteboard now, and I'm going to walk you through a very simple example of how you can hedge your bets on a game of AFL football. Now, I've selected the old rivals, Carlton v Collingwood. At the start of the game, the odds for Carlton are $3. That's what the bookies are offering. Therefore, on the flip side, Collingwood must be the favourite, paying $1.40. Now, I'm an optimistic Carlton supporter, and I know that the Collywobbles are real, and I'm confident that Carlton are going to win. So therefore, I place $100 on Carlton at $3. That gives us scenario number one, which I'm going to call the ride or die scenario, which is your typical mindset of your gambler. Ride or die. If Carlton win, I profit $200. If Collingwood win, I lose $100. Pretty straightforward, just your typical bet. I either win $200 or I lose $100 from the one bet that I have placed. However, this is where things get interesting. During the game, obviously the odds change. Carlton lead at three-quarter time by 5 goals, and so therefore their odds have now come into $1.10. On the flip side, Collingwood's odds, they're losing by 5 goals, so their odds have now gone out to $8. The typical gambler would just stay with this scenario of ride or die. They're like, nah, Carlton are home, my bet's won, you bloody beauty, all good. However, an investor, they see this as an opportunity to hedge their bets. Remember, hedging your bets is a risk management strategy where you take a side on the opposite side of an asset. Currently, our asset is Carlton. I can now bet against Carlton to cover all outcomes to ensure that I minimize my loss and I guarantee profit. Quick disclaimer, let's just ignore the draw for now. I know the draw in reality would be there, but for simplicity purposes, let's ignore the draw. So I've got an opportunity to hedge my bets by placing a $35 bet on Collingwood at $8. Now, I've hedged my bets. I've guaranteed some profit and I've minimized my loss. How much? Let's work it out. It's very straightforward. We know if Carlton win, I'm going to profit $200 up here, but I'm going to lose $35 here. So therefore, my total profit, if Carlton win, is $165. If Collingwood win, however, my profit will now be $245 profit that I've made from this bet here, 35 times by 8 minus 35, $245 minus the $100 that I lost at the start of the game. I'm now sitting at $145 profit here if Collingwood win. So ask yourself, which scenario would you rather be in? The ride or die scenario where you may lose $100 to make $200, or the cha-ching scenario where worst case scenario, you make $145 with the potential to make $165. See, gamblers, they hate the cha-ching scenario because if Carlton win, they see this as a $35 loss. They see this as, oh, they would have won $200, but they've only won $165. So I'm never going to consider this hedge and I'm going to risk this $100. However, when it does flip around and Collingwood do win, and believe me, this happens all the time, they have therefore lost $100 when they could have guaranteed themselves $145. Always hedge, guys. Always guarantee your profit. Always minimize your loss. It is a fundamental risk management strategy if you are to profit in the long term.